Hello everyone, welcome to the Besiege building tutorials. This is the second part of this video series, and in this video you will be taught the basics of drive systems. In Besiege bots we have lots of different drive systems that we use on bots, things like shufflers and walkers, as well as threaded stuff, but those are a bit more complicated and we'll get into that a bit later. First is just the basics on wheel drive. For wheel drive, the first thing that you want to do is think of what control scheme you will use. The one thing that we can't use is WASD because that is linked to your camera. If you do really want to use a WASD setup, you will need a separate camera in the camera block here. So it doesn't really matter if you use the WASD or not. But Uh, if you don't want to use that, you have to use TGFH. But for now, I'll be showing you how to wire up your wheels on WASD, on not WASD, on the arrow keys. Got my words a bit messed up there. First thing you want to do, we'll get into friction later, but you want to speed up your wheels because single speed wheels are very slow. So first you just want to double up your wheel speed and funny enough make your wheels go backwards. Because if you don't do this, if you keep your wheel orientation forwards, I'll just put a grip pad in the front painted pink so you can know which way is the front of the bot. If you wire backwards you can both turn and go forwards, but if you don't, I'll show you what happens. So if you don't do it, if we wire up normally, like this, if you go forwards, oh god, I forgot to up the speeds on the other side. Please do remember to do that when you're building a bot. You'll definitely notice it. So you see here I'm going forwards, and now, just believe me because I don't have any program to show you my inputs, I am turning. You see what happens? It says going forwards. Why does this happen? Because Besiege is a weird game. But if we flip it and do an upside down drive system, so basically flipping down and up, right to left, and shit like that, so like this, and then flipping the wheel orientation so it goes in reverse. That is done by pressing F on your keyboard while hovering over the wheel. You see here, when I'm going forwards and I want to turn and I press the turn button, it turns. Although it goes to full on stop and just turn. So you only have like single stage steering. What you can do if you want to have two levels of steering input is have two stack drive. Stacking wheels is a common thing to do in Besiege bots. Have things like single stack, two stack, and three stack drive. So if I just copy these down here, it's now, well, forgot to flip him. It's now two stack drive, so it's much faster, although this chassis is very light, so it's much bouncier. And this just does the same thing but faster. What you want to do here is flip the one of the sides of the wheels to a normal drive side and make that normal drive. So forwards is forwards, left is left, right is right, like that. Did I do it right? I think I did it wrong. I think it's right now. So now if I press forwards and right, as you can see, one wheel stops and the other is moving. If I just press left, it just spins around, and if I press forwards, it goes forwards. Now you have two-stage steering. If you have three-stack drive, you can do the same thing, but only with one of the wheels. So that's the basics in in driving with wheels. Yeah. Besides that, you also have things like numpad steering, which just numpad tank steering. What I mean is just putting your forwards on backwards of each wheel on different keys. So you can do the same thing, but with the numpad. Some people don't prefer this, but I personally do this because I prefer this drive system. And besides that, there's no you have different drive systems like shufflers and walkers that also get a weight bonus or a block bonus because you don't use a weight. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more, watch the next one. See you next time.